Wait. You have got to be kidding me. You want me to take the sizzling, premium slice of beef and dip it into a raw egg?
Mm-hmm.
Is that even safe? I mean, I'm a pretty adventurous eater. I'll try anything once, but raw egg as a dipping sauce. That just feels like I'm playing Russian roulette with my digestion.
It does trigger that immediate health code violation alarm in the Western brain, doesn't it?
It really does.
It's a huge mental hurdle.
Yeah.
But stick with me here. Once you get past that initial cultural barrier, it is a culinary revelation. It changes everything, the texture, the temperature, the flavor.
Okay, I am willing to be convinced, but you have your work cut out for you.
I know.
But honestly, today isn't just about, shocking food habits or daring me to eat raw eggs. We're looking at a specific winter mystery that I've always wondered about.
Oh.
Japan has these incredibly harsh, dry winters, especially in a place like Tokyo. Yet somehow the population manages to stay so slim and keep this enviable glowing skin all season long.
Right. It's what we call the winter paradox.
Yeah, the winter paradox. I like that.
Yeah, because usually in the West, winter is when we hibernate, we carb load.
Oh, totally. Heavy pastas, breads.
Gain weight, our skin gets dry and cracks.
Yeah.
In Japan, though, winter is actually a peak season for health and beauty.
And the secret seems to be bubbling away in a pot on the dining table. Today, we're doing a deep dive into Japanese nabe, or hot pot. Gone through nutritional studies, cultural guides, trend reports, all to figure out why this communal meal is like the ultimate biohack for staying healthy in winter.
And we've organized this as a countdown, the top 5 nabe dishes you absolutely need to know. And to keep things interesting, I hear you've prepared a little bit of a challenge for me.
I have. I've got the clues, and I want to see if you, our listener, can guess which specific hot pot dish we're talking about before we dissect it. And just for you listening, stay tuned for that #1 spot. It's the king of name I mentioned, the one that superstars like Shohei Ohtani likely devour to keep their energy up. The ingredient combination is wild.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's see what you've got.
All right, let's launch the countdown. Number 5, here's your hint. This dish is often marketed as the beauty savior.
Okay.
It takes a traditional Japanese broth and turns it into this creamy white soup. It's incredibly popular with young women in Tokyo who swear it improves their skin texture. What are we bubbling?
Creamy white soup in Japan. That's interesting. My first thought, thinking French cuisine would be cream or butter.
Right.
But in traditional Japanese cooking, dairy is actually pretty rare, so to get that creamy texture without milk, I'm gonna guess this involves soy.
Spot on. Number 5 is soy milk nabe, or tonyu nabe.
Ah. This is a fascinating entry point because it's actually a relatively modern version of nab.
Really?
Historically, nab was just water and kelp.
Yeah.
Tonyu nabe uses soy milk mixed with dashi stock. But why did you flag it as a beauty hack? Is it just marketing because it looks milky?
The sources are pretty convincing on this. It's not just about how it looks, it's about soy isoflavones.
Ah, right, isoflavones. Their chemical structure is it's similar to estrogen.
Exactly. And the research suggests that because they mimic estrogen, they can help maintain skin elasticity and collagen production, which normally drops in the dry winter air.
So when you're eating this soup, you're eating a moisturizer from the inside out.
That's it.
And there's a little culinary magic that happens with this one too. As the pot simmers, the surface of the soy milk starts to form this film.
Oh, yeah.
In Japan, that film's called yua tofu skin. It's a delicacy, pure protein, silky and soft.
That's a great detail. And for our listeners who might be intimidated by, strong fishy flavors or intense spices, the notes say this is the most approachable entry point for a Western palate.
It is. It's often compared to a chowder or a bisque. It's mild, savory. They usually pair it with crushed sesame seeds or a bit of miso. It gives you that rich, stick-to-your-ribs comfort of a cream stew, but without all the heavy saturated animal fats you'd get in, say, a Western clam chowder. It's richness without the guilt.
Richness without the guilt. Pretty good summary for this whole deep dive. Okay, now let's pivot. Number 4 on our list takes us from the beauty salon to the wrestling ring.
Okay, I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Here's the clue. This dish is the daily fuel for sumo wrestlers. It's known as the strongest stamina stew. It helps them build massive power, but, and here's the twist, nutritionally, it's actually incredibly lean. What is it?
The sumo stew moniker makes it a pretty easy guess, even if you've never had it. This has to be Chanko nabe.
Correct, Chanko nabe. Now, I have to play devil's advocate here. I've seen sumo wrestlers. They are massive.
They are.
If I eat this stew, am I going to need a new wardrobe?
That's the classic trap people fall into. They confuse the food with the lifestyle.
Okay.
If you actually look at the ingredients of Chanko Nabe, it's a dieter's dream. It's a broth base packed with mushrooms, tofu, mountains of cabbage, lean chicken balls, fish. It's just a high-protein, high-fiber nutrient bomb.
So the stew isn't what's making them huge.
No. The wrestlers gain weight because they eat massive quantities of it, like serving sizes for a family of 4 in one sitting.
Wow.
And then they pair it with 10 bowls of rice and liters of beer. And crucially, they take a nap immediately after eating to slow down their metabolism.
So it's the nap and the beer, not the soup. Good to know. I can work with that.
Exactly. If you eat a normal portion of Chanko Nabe at home, no beer, no nap. It's arguably one of the healthiest meals you can make. It keeps you full for hours.
There's also a really cool piece of cultural trivia in our notes about the protein choice. Apparently, traditional sumo stables are very superstitious about what meat goes into the pot before a match.
Oh yes, this is deep cultural lore. In sumo, you lose if any part of your body other than your feet touches the ground.
Right.
So traditionally, they only use chicken.
Because a chicken stands on 2 legs.
Exactly. A chicken stands on 2 legs like a winning wrestler.
Yeah.
A cow or a pig stands on 4 legs. To a superstitious wrestler, a 4-legged animal looks like someone who's been knocked down to their hands and knees. So eating beef or pork was considered bad luck before a tournament.
I love that. I love how superstition shapes a recipe. It's functional nutrition wrapped in ritual.
And if you're ever visiting Tokyo, you have to go to the Ryogoku district. It's the sumo district. The whole neighborhood is packed with restaurants run by retired wrestlers serving their original stable recipes. It's a must-do.
Okay, moving up the charts. We're at number 3. This one comes from the southern city of Fukuoka. Now, listener, brace yourself. This is where Westerners usually tap out. The main ingredient is innards, or offal.
Ooh.
But Japanese women line up for it specifically because it's considered a beauty hot pot. What is it?
Innards is a tough sell for a lot of people. You're talking about Motsu Nabe.
Motsu Nabe. Motsu means organs, right? Usually beef or pork intestines. Yeah.
And I can see you flinching a little bit just saying the word.
I can't help it. I'm trying to be open-minded, but the idea of chewing on intestines, the texture must be, well, interesting.
It's unique. It's not like a steak. It's spongy, fatty, very chewy. You have to really work at it. But here's the thing that ties back to your intro. That texture comes from pure collagen.
So we are back to the beauty theme.
Big time. In the West, we might take a collagen pill or use a face cream. In Japan, they believe in eating the source.
Right.
And those fatty, chewy intestines are just loaded with the collagen protein that keeps skin plump and hydrated. It's like an edible facial.
So you have to overcome the ick factor to get the glow factor.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And honestly, the flavor profile really helps hide the ick.
Yeah.
Motsu Nabe isn't subtle. It was originally a working-class dish post-World War II, made to make cheap cuts taste good.
Okay.
So the soup is aggressive. It's a punchy soy sauce or miso broth, loaded with heaps of sliced garlic, dried chili peppers, and a mountain of garlic chives called nira.
So it's spicy, garlicky, and rich.
Yes, it's stamina food. The strong garlic and spice cut right through any fattiness. If you can get past the mental block of I am eating intestines, it's objectively one of the most flavorful broths in the entire Japanese repertoire. It just slaps you in the face with flavor.
I might need a few drinks before I try that one, but for the promise of eternal youth, I might be swayed. Okay, number 2. This is probably one of the most famous Japanese dishes globally.
A true classic.
Quiz hint is, this dish is named after the sound you make while cooking it, and it uses meat so thin it looks like paper.
Well, that has to be shabu-shabu.
Yes, shabu-shabu. It's such a fun word to say, shabu-shabu.
It's an onomatopoeia. It's meant to mimic the sound of swishing the meat back and forth in the broth. Shabu-shabu.
I love that. But let's talk about the prep, because that's what really makes it distinct. You said paper-thin meat. In the US or Europe, if I go to a standard butcher and ask for beef for hot pot, they usually cut it way too thick.
That's a key cultural difference. In Japan, supermarkets sell meat specifically for shabu-shabu sliced to about 0.8 millimeters. It's incredibly precise, almost translucent.
Why so thin? Is it just for speed?
Speed is part of it. It cooks in literally 3 seconds. But it's also about texture. When the meat is that thin, the hot water gently denatures the protein without toughening it. It just melts in your mouth. If it's too thick, it gets chewy and rubbery.
And that links back to the health aspect, right? This one feels so much lighter.
This is arguably the ultimate diet food. Think about the physics of it.
Okay.
You take a slice of marbled pork or beef. You swish it in the hot broth, which is usually just water, and a piece of kombu kelp. Very simple. As the meat turns pink, the excess fat melts off and stays in the pot.
So you get the flavor of the fat, but you leave a good chunk of the calories floating in the water.
Exactly. It's a fat reduction cooking method. And unlike a steakhouse where a chef cooks it for you and slathers it in butter, shabu-shabu is DIY.
Right, you cook it yourself.
You cook it piece by piece at the table. It forces you to slow down. You can't just inhale a shabu-shabu meal.
And we have to mention the sauces. You don't just eat the boiled meat plain.
No, that would be bland. You need the contrast. You usually have 2 dips, ponzu, which is a citrus soy vinegar, very refreshing, cuts the grease, and gomadaire, a creamy sesame sauce.
I am team gomadaire all the way. I could drink that stuff. It's nutty, savory heaven.
See, I am a ponzu purist. I think the acidity highlights the quality of the beef better.
Ah.
But that's the beauty of it. You alternate, 1 bite tart, 1 bite creamy. It keeps your palate engaged so you never get bored.
All right, we have arrived. The #1 spot. The king of Nabe. The heavyweight champion.
The one we've been teasing since the beginning.
The quiz. This is the ultimate celebration dish. Beef simmered in a shallow iron pot with a sweet and salty sauce. But the dipping sauce is the shocker we talked about at the very beginning. The raw egg. What is it?
This is sukiyaki.
Sukiyaki. Even the name just sounds like a party.
It really is gochiso, which translates to feast food or a special treat. In Japan, if you win a big contract or you graduate university or it's an anniversary, you go out for sukiyaki. It's the meal that says success.
So let's address the elephant in the room, the raw egg. We teased it, but tell me why. Why do I need to dip my beautiful cooked Wagyu beef into cold raw egg slime?
Slime is harsh. Think about the flavor profile of the pot itself.
Okay.
Unlike shabu-shabu, which is boiled in water, sukiyaki is simmered in a sauce called warishita. It's a mix of soy sauce, sugar, and mirin. It's intensely sweet and salty, and it's boiling hot.
So really strong flavor.
Very strong. If you ate that beef straight from the pot, the saltiness would be overwhelming and the heat would burn the roof of your mouth. The raw egg performs a dual function.
Okay.
First, it's a thermal regulator. It cools the meat down instantly to an edible temperature.
It's a cooling mechanism.
Right. But secondly, and more importantly, it's an emulsifier. The proteins in the egg mix with that sweet soy sauce and the fat from the beef, and they create this creamy, rich, custard-like coating. It balances the sharp saltiness perfectly. It mellows the whole bite.
So it's not just being weird for the sake of being weird, it's actual culinary chemistry.
Exactly. Without the egg, sukiyaki is just too intense. With the egg, it's perfect.
And what about the safety? That's the big mental hurdle for our listener.
It's valid to be cautious. In Japan, the egg supply chain is unique. Japanese eggs are produced with incredibly strict salmonella controls. Washing the shells, vaccinating the hens all, because the culture eats them raw. It's part of the food infrastructure.
Right.
So in the US or Europe, if you want to try this, look for pasteurized eggs. You can buy them safely.
That is a crucial tip. Pasteurized eggs. Don't just grab the cheapest carton at the corner store and try this.
Please don't.
Now, there's a bit of a civil war in Japan over how to cook this, isn't there? Kanto style versus Kansai style.
Oh, a huge rivalry. If you're in Tokyo, the Kanto region, they mix the sauce first, put it in the pot, and simmer the meat and veggies in the liquid. It's like a shallow stew.
Okay. And the other way.
If you go to Osaka or Kyoto, the Kansai region, they do it differently. They grease the hot iron pan with beef tallow, sprinkle sugar directly onto the meat, and sear it before adding the liquids.
Ooh, so it caramelizes the beef.
Exactly. It's more like grilling.
Right.
That caramelization adds a whole other layer of flavor. If you have the choice, try the Kansai style. It's a bit more interactive and fragrant.
And you mentioned Shohei Ohtani earlier. Why is this the athlete's choice?
It's high reward. You get high quality protein, iron from the beef, quick energy from the sugar and the sauce. It's a power meal. It's not diet food like shabu-shabu. It's, I just hit a home run food.
So, listener, I have to ask, would you be brave enough? Are you dipping that beef in the raw egg, or is that a hard pass? You can't really claim you've had real sukiyaki without it.
I encourage everyone to try it at least once. It really changes your perspective on texture.
Now, we've covered the top 5. But with Nabe, the meal isn't over when the meat and vegetables are gone, is it?
Yeah.
We have to talk about the finale.
Yes, this is perhaps the most important part of Nabe culture, the shime.
Shime, which literally means the finish or the closure, right?
Correct. Imagine you've just spent an hour cooking chicken, beef, vegetables, mushrooms in this pot. The liquid has reduced, but the flavor density has gone way up. That broth left at the bottom is now liquid gold. It's full of vitamins, dissolved collagen, amino acids. Throwing that away would be a crime.
So what do?
They add carbohydrates.
Wow.
Rice to make a porridge called zosui, or noodles like udon or ramen. The starch from the rice or noodles thickens the soup, and the grains just soak up all that concentrated flavor.
It's a flavor sponge.
Many people argue that the shime is actually better than the main meal. It's so deeply savory. And it connects to that Japanese concept of Motsu Nabe, the deep regret over wasting anything valuable. You respect the ingredients by consuming every last drop of their essence.
I love that. It's sustainable, it's delicious, and it ensures no one leaves the table hungry. And before we wrap up, I want to touch on the social aspect. We've talked about nutrients and ingredients, but Nabe feels like it's about more than just calories.
It is. There's a Japanese concept called wa, meaning harmony. Nabe is the edible embodiment of wa.
How so?
Think about how we eat in the West. We plate our own food. This is my steak, that is your steak. I guard my plate, you guard yours. It's individualistic.
That is so true. Don't touch my fries.
Exactly. But with Nabe, there are no boundaries. We're all eating from a single, shared vessel in the center of the table. It requires active cooperation. You have to ask, is the meat done? Can you pass the tofu? Here, you should take this piece. It looks good.
It forces interaction.
They even call it nabecoms, neb communication.
Yeah.
You can't rush a neb meal. It simmers slowly, so you have to talk. It's the ultimate antidote to that fast food, staring at your phone dinner culture. You have to look at the person across from you.
That's a really powerful idea, that the food itself forces connection.
It does. And it's incredibly cozy. The steam rising in the middle of the table, the windows fogging up. It creates this very intimate atmosphere.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? It means that next time you're looking for a dinner idea, maybe skip the individual plates.
It's easier than you think. You don't need a plane ticket to Tokyo. Go to an Asian grocery store, buy a cheap portable butane burner. They're like 20 bucks. Get some dashi broth, thinly sliced meat, veggies, and just put it in the middle of the table.
And here's a final provocative thought to leave you with. In the West, we prioritize independence and personal space, even at the dinner table. What would happen to your family dynamic or your relationship with your partner if you were forced to share from a single pot tonight? Would it be chaotic? Would you fight over the last piece of beef? Or would that simple act of sharing a vessel bring you closer together?
It's a delicious experiment to try.
Absolutely. Thank you for diving deep into the steaming, savory world of Japanese nabe with us today. I'm suddenly very hungry.
Me too. I think it's a sukiyaki night.
Go find a hot pot restaurant or try a shabu-shabu night at home. Stay warm, stay curious, and we'll catch you in the next deep dive.